polynomial of 2 degree, 3 degree.
Okay. For what? There must be some reason.
To express the graph.
To
Of
find
oh,
Sine
function.
equals to cos x.
cos x. So what were we doing? That our aim is that we want to find out value of cos x. Okay, for any given value of x, right? But what is known to us is only one value of x. At only one value, we know the value of cos x. Okay, what is that value? X equal to 0.
X equal to 0.
Okay, at x equal to 0 only we know the value of this cos x. And all other values of x we do not know, but we are ambitious that we want to find out the value of cos x. It is like this, that I am having only 1 rupee in my pocket and I want to buy as many as things. My ambition. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it is like that. That I know value of this cos x at only this point, x equal to 0. However, I want to find out other values of cos x. I mean, at different values of x, I want to find out this cos. So yesterday, if you recall, we have done two things. That first we tried to find out that I'm just recapping what we did yesterday. So if you recall that this is our original function cos x, okay, and we try to fit this curve with mx plus c. We found out that y is equal to 1. Okay, this is our assumed curve. This is our assumed curve. We assume that this is a linear curve. So what was our assumption? That the value of this and the slope of the curve should match at x equal to 0 with this cos x curve. This is what our assumption was, that we wanted same value because we know that at x equal to 0, what is the value of cos? Is it or not? We know it is 1.
Yes, sir.
And also we
Yeah.
want the slope, because if it gives you the correct slope at that point, we should be able to find out value of x. Means this is our assumption, that we should be able to find out value of x away from x equal to 0. So it means that this kind of curve we found out, y is equal to 1 is this. We can see that at this point, this y and this cos x, this is y equal to cos x, these both are matching at x equal to 0. Both value is 1. So this is fine. And the tangent to this one, or in other words, the slope is also the same. I hope it is clear to you.
Yes, sir.
This much we had already
Yes, sir.
done.
Yes, sir.
This much we had already done yesterday. Okay. Then we can see that very close to x equal to 0, we can say that yes, we can find out some values, but those values are very close to 1, right? Very close to 1 because this is fitting only in this particular region. Means it is tracing this curve cos x, this y equal to 1 curve is tracing this cos x curve only in this very narrow region. Fantastic. But at higher values of x, that means that if we go away from x equal to 0, our values differ much.
Yes, sir.
Prince, please switch off your जैसे ही कुछ बात करो उसके बाद म्यूट कर लो, अदरवाइज इट इज अनबियरेबल फॉर मी टू hear those sounds, those noises actually. So this difference is more. It means, is it correctly representing this cos x?
No, sir.
No, not at all. Okay, not at all. So it means that we need to go for the higher order or the second order approximation to this cos x y equal to cos x. Now the second order approximation is y equal to a plus bx plus cx square. Is it or not?
Yes.
This is your
Yes, sir.
quadratic equation. What should be the shape of this one? Parabola. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So it means now if I am looking at this curve cos x, then at this point I should have now three things in my mind. My three things are in my mind. If I want to correctly trace out this curve, what are those three things? One thing is that
Same
it
value.
should have same value. This curve, this is our assumed curve. Remember, this is our assumed curve. This assumed curve should have the same value at this point, x equal to 0, as whatever is the value of y equal to cos x. तो पहली चीज तो ये है कि cos x और y जो हमने assume किया है और ये cos x both should have the same value at x equal to 0. I hope I am talking sense.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Next is it should have same slope at this point. I am talking sense also over here, right? And the third thing is that it should have same concavity. Concavity means curvature. So it should be like this. If it should be, it is like this, then I should be able to trace out this curve cos x with this assumed curve or assumed polynomial. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
आप लोगों को समझ में भी आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So this is what it should be. So now what we need to find out? We need to find out value of A, B and C. What is value of A?
1.
A is
One.
1. Sorry. A is 1. A is 1. B is equal to
0.
0.
0 and C is equal to
C equal to
Minus half.
minus 1 by 2.
1 by 2.
Minus 1 by 2.
1 by 2. I can write down 1 by 1 into 2 because first time when I differentiate I will get 2cx. Second time I will differentiate 2 into 1 into c. Right? Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So c will be equal to minus 1 by 1 into 2. I hope up to this there is no problem.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so now y is equal to a is 1, b is 0. So I will put b 0 over here. This term will vanish, and I will get x square by 1 into 2. All right.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
it means I am saying that this y is cos x, so cos x is equal to 1 minus x square by 1.
1.
This is what it is saying, basically. Okay? Means cos x is approximately equal to this.
Equal to
1 minus x square by 1 into 2. Approximately, because this is not going to be exact. Approximately equal to 1 minus x square by 2. So it means what? That if I put value of x equal to 0, am I getting 1? That value is known to me. That value
Yes,
is known to me. Okay. It is something like that you might have seen in films, that hero gets one clue and then he is able to bust whole gang.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so same thing over here. I know on one value, and my ambition is to find out other value for other values of x which are away from x equal to 0. I want to find out value of cos x. I want to find out value of cos when x is away from 0, but information to me available is of at x equal to 0 only of this cos. Isn't it a thriller story?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
We
Yes,
are
sir.
doing the same thing over here. Okay. So now if I put x equal to 1, what should it be? 1 minus 1 by 2. Means it will be
1 by 2.
1 by 2.
1 by 2. So cos 1 is 1 by 2. Right? Like that actually we shall be able to, find out. So now if I plot this curve, curve or this plot is parabola, as I have already stated before, and you also know. I think I had given you a problem also to trace out this kind of curve. If not, you can try to you just try to take a graph paper, and for any value of x, let us say from 0 to 10, you plot it, this curve, and you just see that how this curve is coming out on your plot. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay, sir.
Or either you can take -5 to +5. That will be better. This thing -5 to +5, 0 included between this limit. So you trace out around that x equal to 0, or taking x equal to 0 as the center. You just plot on both sides from x equal to 1 to 5, and you just see. Just you have to do one thing, you just plot it on graph paper. That's all. It's a very simple problem I am giving to you. How this graph will look like? This graph will look like this. Let me plot it in a different color. It will look something like this. Okay. Not exactly what I am saying, but anyway, like that. This is a parabola. Okay, this is a parabola, and this is your y equal to 1 minus x square by 1. So, what you see now? Tell me what you see. That in the previous case, we were able to find out value of cos x very close to x equal to 0. Right? Now we have extended it. That now I can find out value of cos x up to this correctly. After that, of course, there is a difference between these two. Means there is error. Error is increasing for the value of cos x. But up to this reason, I can find out it fairly accurately. So what I have done by taking higher order polynomial as my assumption, that I have been able to extend my range of cos x. Okay, the accuracy of the value of cos x, I have been able to extend to a greater x or larger x. In other words, if I go away from x equal to 0, x equal to 0 to some value of x, then to a larger value of x, relatively larger value of x, I can find out value of cos x accurately. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
for
sir.
example, if I take x equal to say 0.5 or 0.7 or 0.8, if I use a calculator and calculate value of cos 0.8 and I use this series and put x equal to 0.8 over here, calculate it, I will come out with almost same result. So it means that now I have been able to trace out this cos x curve fairly, to slightly for more values of x. Or I can trace out this curve to a slightly larger distance. Larger distance means this is larger distance comparatively to first order approximation. This is certainly larger distance. From x equal to 0, we can go either way to a larger distance. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
सबको
Yes, sir.
समझ में आ गया क्या मैं करना चाह रहा हूँ?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके ओके मेरी पढ़ाई लिखाई समझ में आती है नहीं आती है? फर्स्ट थिंग इज दिस.
सर आती है.
ओके.
आती है, sir.
Are you really enjoying mathematics?
Sir, very much.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then we will try to see mathematics actually rather than do mathematics. Okay. So now just do one thing that I saw that by increasing the order of polynomial or the degree of polynomial, I am able to
Find more accurate value.
I can find out or I can trace out this cos x curve to a larger distance, relatively larger distance. So what if I take higher order polynomials? So let us take higher order polynomial approximation. Okay, let us take higher order approximation. What could be the next higher order polynomial? Y equal to a plus bx plus cx square plus dx. This is a cubic polynomial. Isn't it? It is known as
Yes, sir.
cubic polynomial, right? Cubic polynomial or polynomial of degree 3. So now find out what will be the value of a, b, c and d, because these are unknowns we have to find out. With the condition that we know the value of y at x equal to 0. So
Yes.
that is our condition, okay, given to us. So fine. So what will be a? A will be 1, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
B will be
0.
0.
0. We have already done up to this, so it will remain same. Is it going to change? No.
No, sir.
ABC will remain same. Minus
Minus 1 by 2.
1.
2.
1 by 1 into
2 factorial.
and D will be equal to
1 by 3 factorial.
no.
No, 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 no.
No. It will be, what will be the third derivative of this one?
1 by 6.
3 into 2 into 1 into D. Can I write down it like this?
So 1 by
Yes, sir.
2.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
this
sir.
is third derivative of this one. Sin x. d cube. Third derivative of this will be sin x, will be right.
Yes, sir.
Right. So sin 0 is, हमको
0.
तो सिर्फ एक ही चीज पता है, x equal to 0. So at x equal to 0, what will be this third derivative? That will be 0.
0.
So 0 means this is 0, so d will be equal to,
0.
0.
भाई ये तो 0 हो नहीं सकता ना, 3 into 2 into
Yes,
1.
sir.
That is 6 cannot be 0. 6 is a number. So only thing is that if it has to be 0, this d has to be 0. That's all. If I multiply this with 0, it will become 0. Okay. So this is what I should get. So it means that by taking cubic polynomial, I couldn't improve my result. My approximations are still same. What it is? 1 minus x square by 1 into 2. Because third was 0. This third term. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright. So now let us see that, okay, I will try to add one more term. So I take y is equal to fourth order polynomial, a 4-degree polynomial, a polynomial of degree 4. So a plus bx plus cx square plus bx cube plus ex to the power 4. Find out what will be a. A is
1.
1.
1.
B is
0.
0.
C is
minus 1 by
Minus
2 factorial.
1 by 2.
and D is
0.
0.
and E is
What?
huh?
4.
6.
Sir, 1 by
1 by
4 factorial.
1 by 4 factorial.
4 into 3 into 1. This is what I will get.
Yes, sir.
कितना टाइम लगता है इसको करने में? यहाँ तक हम कर चुके हैं. dq हमको पता है, dq of cos x, dq dq x cube, cos x is sin x.
Sir, fourth derivative will
तो
cos
fourth
x
derivative क्या हो जाएगा?
cos x.
वापस cos x हो जाएगा और x 0 है, तो 0 is equal to 4 into 3 into 1. So e is equal to this. I mean, I expect it faster. Actually, these things. So plus, it means that now this is 1, 0, minus 1 by 1, 2, and d is 0 and e is this. So x by 4, 3, 2, 1. So I can write down it like this in more compact way. X square by factorial 2 plus x to the power 4 by 4. Alright, so we have been able to add one more term over here. Alright, we have been
Yes,
able
sir.
to, now let us try to once again do the same thing. Our aim is to find out best fitting. In other words, it should be able to trace out for a larger distance. Or our aim is that it should be able to accurately describe this cos x curve. In other words, it should be able to trace out this curve as this cos x curve is. So this cos x curve is like this. Okay. So now if I plot it, I will plot it with a different color to make you understand. So is this particular curve or this particular polynomial, if I plot on this graph, it will be like this. It will be something like this. Okay. What do you find out over here? That now this curve, this y, is able to trace out this cos x curve to a further distance. Means up to this distance, within this range, if I want to find out value of x, it will be accurate. Okay? Using this particular series, I want to find out the area, the value of cos x or cos within this particular range. Then it means it will come out to be accurate because it is accurately describing this particular curve. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Huh? So it means this is even better approximation. Although the error will be there, although this is not going to describe the whole curve, but of course it can describe up to further distance. So again, if I go away, then there is an error. I mean, this is not describing this cos x. Cos x का curve ऐसे है, and our curve, our approximation curve is going like this. So these two, beyond this point, they are not matching. But up to this point, they are matching. So we have been able to now increase our limit. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Okay. So now, if I continue like this, and I take fifth degree polynomial, I will see that it is not going to change. It will remain same. So sixth degree polynomial will give me y is equal to 1 minus x square by factorial 2 plus x to the power 4 by factorial 4 minus x to the power 6 by factorial 6. All right?
Yes.
समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है?
आ रहा है।
Ara sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now if I plot this also, so what I will do, I will plot all those polynomials which we have found out so far. So first of all, इसको थोड़ा बड़ा कर देते हैं ताकि ज्यादा अच्छी तरह से दिखाई देगा. And now we will try to plot. Okay. So our first one was
y is equal
y equal to 1. This was our first order polynomial, straight line. Second was our parabola. You see, okay, this is our y equal to 1 minus x square by factorial 2. That is our parabolic curve. So it was giving good result up to this point. Then our third one was this one. It was giving better result to even larger values. Okay, larger values. Now if I plot the, so this was y is equal to 1 minus x square by factorial 2 plus x to the power 4 by factorial 4. And now if I plot this one also, then this, the last one, that is this one. So this one give me result something like this. What you find out? Am I able to increase the distance from x equal to 0?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I am
Yes,
able to increase distance from x equal to 0 for with better accuracy of cos. So my accuracy is increasing more and more, and to a farther and farther away from x equal to 0. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have understood this. So it means that adding terms does actually work over here. So what will be the next term over here? Can anybody tell me?
X raised to power 8 by
X
8 factorial.
Correct. Correct. Because we can see that all terms are not here, right? X to the power 1 is not here. X to the power 3 is not here. 5 is not here. So 7. So odd terms will not be there. Odd powers will not be there. Only odd even powers will be there. Okay, of x. यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
All right. Shall I omit it?
Yes, sir.
So now, with this in mind, because I have got an idea through this example, that what should I do? That if I am having any kind of curve. Now I am interested in finding a general formula. Okay, I am interested in finding a general formula. So now let us say that I have y, okay, which is given by a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus an minus 1 x to the power n minus 1 plus an x to the power n. How many terms are there? N plus 1. Okay, what is the degree of this polynomial? N. Okay, so I am considering an n degree polynomial. Okay, why I am considering this? Because with the previous example I found out that more and more terms I am adding, higher and higher order polynomial I am considering, better and better accuracy of and to the larger distance. Okay, better and better accuracy to a larger distance means I can increase the distance from x equal to 0 for better and better approximation, isn't it? So therefore that is my aim. So I want to find out a general formula for that. That there we took cos x, it could be applied to any kind of curve or any kind of function. So that is my aim. So therefore I consider a polynomial of degree n. And what I do, I find out mth derivative. Right? With m at most n. Highest derivative would be nth order derivative or nth derivative, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
right? So that is the maximum I can find out. So that is the at most m could be n. So m could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to n. So if I differentiate it, so mth derivative of y at x equal to 0 will be equal to what? क्या होगा? mth derivative of y at x equal to 0 will be what?
A naught.
A naught plus A1
A naught
plus A1.
somebody else. अच्छा चलो समझ में नहीं आया ये?
No,
सर
sir.
ए
zero.
एन माइनस एम प्लस 1
अच्छा,
जीरो
चलो चलो
सर जीरो
नहीं 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 अब देखो
सर हर टर्म में एक्स तो रहेगा ही।
हाँ पर हम x इक्वल टू 0 पे निकाल रहे हैं ना।
हाँ तो सर हर टर्म में अगर एक्स रहेगा तो जीरो तो सब पूरा जीरो हो जाएगा सर।
तो किसी का
सर अगर
Formula
उसको
तो
एक
रखो।
बार
ठीक है,
डिफरेंशिएट
ठीक है,
करेंगे तो
ठीक है।
बस a1 बचेगा।
हाँ हाँ क्या बोल रहे हो कुणाल? कुछ बोला तुमने और somebody इसको किसने बोला?
सर
हाँ,
एनथ टर्म का कुछ ना कुछ लास्ट फार्मूला तो निकलता है, तो उसमें से कुछ तो रेस्ट तो बन
सर
जाएगा।
अच्छा ठीक है
A1
ठीक है
A1
समझते हैं इसको समझते हैं और इसको समझो ठीक है इसको समझो। मैं एक्चुअली ऑलरेडी करा चुका हूं लेकिन आप लोग शायद समझ नहीं पाए उस चीज को। हम एक बार फिर अच्छी तरीके से इसको समझते हैं, ये कॉन्सेप्ट समझते हैं, फिर बाद में हमको रटने की जरूरत नहीं। हमने इसको एक बार डिफरेंशिएट किया, ये y1 लिख देता हूं, इसको मैं लिख सकता हूं मैं इसको डिफरेंशिएट हमने किसके रेस्पेक्ट में किया था? किसका रेस्पेक्ट डिफरेंशिएट किया?
एक्स के रिस्पेक्ट में
फर्स्ट टर्म क्या हो जाएगा?
0 यस
सेकंड टर्म क्या होगा?
1
और 1 का क्या होगा? सॉरी x का क्या होगा? 1 हो जाएगा।
यस यस
ठीक है तो a is equal to y and x equal to, चलो इससे पहले भी निकालते हैं। तो जो y 0 होगा मतलब जो y का वैल्यू है वो क्या होगा? a 0, बाकी सबको हम x इक्वल टू 0 रख दें तो बाकी सब तो गायब हो जाएगा ना। ये
यस
Yes,
सर
sir.
बचेगा क्या? a 0, ये 0 का मतलब है हमने डिफरेंशिएट नहीं किया है ना? डिफरेंशिएट नहीं किया है मतलब वो सेम फंक्शन है। ठीक है
Yes, sir.
यस सर
समझ में नहीं आया अभी भी?
आ गया
आगे सर
Could you understand? Kalidas, are you following?
यस सर
Okay. So 0 means I am just trying to, why I am put 0 over here? Just I want to be in consonance with this m. Okay, or this notation. So this notation, but it means that I haven't differentiated it at all. I haven't differentiated it at all, but at x equal to 0, what will be the value of y? Obviously a 0. Next will be a1. This is what it will be. Huh? a2 will be what? y2
2a2x
0 by
2x
2 into 1. Let me write down it. So a2 will be equal to this. Is it or not?
yes sir
Am I right? Wrong?
यस सर
Wrong?
राइट
राइट
All right. So now y2 will be what? Now I follow better. In a few.
2 factorial a2
This will be 0. This will also be 0. Right?
यस
This will be. So, and this will also be 0. Right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then next term will be 3 into 2 into 1. Huh? All right. So like that it will. No, I think this will be third.
Y3.
Yeah, y3. Y3. So 3 into 2 into 1 a 3. So like this, if I continue, so what will be the ym at x
M
equal to 0?
n
n
factorial
factorial a to
M factor. So m into m minus 1 into m minus 2, right? I hope now you understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes sir.
So this is factorial m into am. Mth coefficient will be there alongside it, right? So am will be equal to ym at x equal to 0 by factorial. Can I write down it like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is what I got. This is what is this? This is nothing but coefficient. Okay, these coefficients. Huh? So it means that if I put back in these coefficients in this particular polynomial, you can give equation number whatever you want to give to this. Let us say this is equation number 1. We found out, let us say this is equation number 2. This is my equation number. You can change your equation number in order to understand this. But the point over here is that then y will be equal to what? Y will be equal to y equal to y 0 0 means original function. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
A1 is equal to what?
Y1 0.
By factorial 1 into x. Can I write down it like this?
Yes.
Plus next is बताओ बेटा क्या होगा?
Y2 0 by factorial 2 into x square.
Plus correct?
Yes.
And so forth. Right? So what will be the nth one?
So y n 0 by n factorial into x to the power.
Y and 0.
N is representing what?
Nth term.
Derivative.
N derivative by factorial
N.
N.
into x to the power.
N.
N.
X to the power n.
Fantastic. So I can write down this like this also in a better notation, that f can be written as, I will replace this with f of f. I can write down f at x equal to 0, that is the original function at x equal to 0, and incidentally we know only about this. Okay, second is means at this point of x equal to 0 plus then f prime at x equal to 0 into x by factorial 1 plus f double prime x square by factorial 2 at x equal to 0. F double prime at x equal to 0 into x square by factorial 2 plus f triple prime at x equal to 0 into x cube by factorial 3 plus f fourth derivative at x equal to 0 into x4 by factorial and so on and so forth. This is let us say equation number 3, and this is known as, can I omit all this below
Yes, sir.
here?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
And this is known as Taylor series. Taylor series centered around x equal to 0. This is known as Taylor series centered around x equal to 0. It is often known as Maclaurin series. It is also known as Maclaurin series, or it is more famous as Maclaurin series. So Maclaurin series is this, okay, or this is Taylor series also. I can say centered around at x equal to 0. Basically, it is Taylor series centered around x equal to 0, which is also known as Maclaurin series. Now, what if that I shift my base? What if was the base over here or center over here? X equal to 0.
Yes,
All right. Let us say that I am shifting it to
0,
x equal
0.
to it was 0. Now I am shifting it to x equal to a. If I am shifting it to x equal to a, then I have to shift this whole series towards that. Okay, means I have to shift my center from x equal to 0 to now x equal to a. Now series is centered around x equal to a. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
So then this series will look like this. The same series will look like this. Doesn't matter. It is same thing. F equal to f at a. Now initially our value we were suppose the cos x value. Here in previous example we took x equal to 0, that this value of cos we know. This point we know. And all other points I do not have any information about. And we were trying to find out information about all other points. Isn't it? This is what we were doing in the example.
Yes, sir.
Now I say that no, I know at pi by 2. X equal to pi by 2. So I have shifted. I know only about pi by 2. X equal to pi by 2. What is the value of x? That is 0. Isn't it? Now I have to find out information from that about the curve. So I have shifted my base from x equal to 0 to x equal to a. Right? That's all. So now initially I was trying to find out value of f and a. They should match at x equal to, earlier they were matching at x equal to 0. Now they will match at x equal to
A.
A.
right? Because if I put x equal to 0 all over here, this will be f at x equal to 0, left hand side
Yes, sir.
and right hand side both are equal. Both are matching.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now here they will match at x equal to. So it means if I want to match it at x equal to a, it means that f prime a and this should be x minus a. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
X minus a, because when I will put a x equal to a, you see this term will vanish and left hand side and right hand side will become equal. I think it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear? So this is what we will get. So plus f double prime at x equal to a, x minus a whole square by factorial 2 plus f triple prime at x equal to a, x minus a to the power cube by factorial 3 and so on and so forth. Let us say this is equation number 4. This is Taylor series centered around,
X equal to A.
correct, x equal to. This is centered around x equal to. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can
Yes, sir.
understand it like this also. This x minus a square. You can here we have put x square.
X
Here
minus
also we are
0
taking 0. Only thing is that this a is 0 over here. So this is x minus 0 whole square, x minus 0 whole cube. Okay. तो 0 से कोई भी डिस्टेंस हम निकालते हैं तो वो फिर वही डिस्टेंस रह जाती है. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
I
Yes,
hope it
sir.
is clear. I hope
Yes,
it is
sir.
clear now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now
Yes, sir.
I can write down. So this is Taylor series. Now what is beauty of this Taylor series? You see, the beauty of this Taylor series is that I am trying to find out derivatives only at a given point. Okay? Whichever is the given point, maybe 0, maybe a, whatever be the case, I am finding out the derivative only at a single point. Okay? Only at a single point. Right? But it is giving information around this area, that area. Means it is giving me information around that area. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
So it is giving me local information. As I was telling you that if a detective knows only one thing, you might be seeing in serials or
Thriller.
one information, a single clue was found out by the hero or heroine,
Destroy.
and they just actually connect
Imagine
the dots.
the whole thing.
They
Yes, sir.
they are able to bust whole thing. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
you see, it gives you information. It gives you information about that local information. Basically, it is giving you what? Local information. You are finding derivative at one point, and it is giving you the local information. Right? Around that, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
so that is the power of this Taylor series. I think it is pretty clear from here.
Very much, sir.
Right. And one more thing, actually, I would like to emphasize upon, because that we should always remember that I have considered a bound over here, right? That a given limit is there, plus minus a, plus minus b, plus, or one is a, another is, let us say, b. So some limit is there. Within that range, we are talking about this. So if this is going to give me a power series. So a power series, if I am having a power series, which is converging within some interval. Converging means it gives you some finite value. For example, if I take cos x, I can expand it in power series. 1 minus x square by factorial 2 plus, what is this? Isn't it a power series?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
सीरीज है और उसकी पावर्स हैं, सो इट्स अ पावर सीरीज. नाउ इसमें हम क्या करेंगे, हम तो यहाँ प्लग कर रहे हैं x की वैल्यू,
Yes, sir.
एंड वी आर गेटिंग अ फाइनाइट वैल्यू, इजंट इट? अब हम उसमें 3 टर्म जोड़े, 4 टर्म जोड़े, 5 टर्म जोड़े या 50 टर्म जोड़े, whatever, depending upon how many terms are there, we will get accuracy. Okay, but the thing is that we shall be able to find out, we shall be able to find out the finite value of that cos, isn't it? Some finite value we will get, or some value we will get. So it means that series is converging. If I am having a series and if it is having some value, some finite value, I say that it is converging. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I am having a series which converges in some interval, Remember, okay? I will actually just this particular thing you should remember because I have already actually discussed this, but specifically I am discussing once again. You should remember that if I am having a power series which converges in some interval, then the coefficients of that series can be written like a Taylor coefficients. I will call them Taylor coefficients. So can be taken as or can be given by these Taylor coefficients or coefficients of this Taylor series. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So this is one thing we must remember. So now, if I say that x is equal to a plus h, okay, because in books you will find out these kind of variations. In books you will find out this kind of variations. Maybe x is equal to a plus h. Tell me that how this series can be written.
X minus A plus H something.
Replacing A by A plus H.
A plus h. Tell me, what will be the thing? That will
F
be
F of A
f of A plus f dash A into H plus f double dash A into H square by 2 factorial.
wonderful. So I can write down like this also. Okay, you will encounter this kind of, you may encounter this kind of, form also. Doesn't, it's the same form. Okay, there is no difference. I hope it is clear.
Yes.
It is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh? What it is saying? That it is saying that this x is equal to a plus h means this a from center, this a which is our center, it is slightly we are taking at shifted value. X is at some shifted value from the center. That is what it is saying.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, आप इसको फिजिकली समझने की कोशिश करो, मैथमेटिकली कुछ नहीं. इसका मतलब है ये क्या कहने की कोशिश कर रहा है? ये कहने की कोशिश कर रहा है कि मैं यहाँ पर फुटबॉल खेल रहा था, अभी मेरी फुटबॉल पहले यहाँ थी, यहाँ पहुंची है. ओके, तो ये मेरा h है, ये मैं पहले 8 पर था, तो x इज इक्वल टू a प्लस h. मैं यहाँ से इतना शिफ्ट हुआ, ये यहाँ से इतना हुआ, तो जो भी है यहाँ से यहाँ गया, तो ये मेरा फिर चेंज हो गया, हाँ, राइट?
Yes, sir.
x चेंज हो गया ना फिर. So that is what it means. This is what it is saying. It is saying this thing only, that it is shifted to h. अब आप जैसे से h से शिफ्ट करते जाओगे, your x will also shift. So we can write down it like this also. I hope it is clear to you all.
Sir,
Yes,
please can you explain this, sir?
Huh?
Sir, can you explain this again?
This one?
Yes.
This one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. X is equal to a plus h,
Yes.
right? For example, x is equal to 0 plus h. Let us start with this. So our series was, I will write down over here. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0, 0, 0, 0. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
So x minus
Yes, sir.
0 is what? H. From here you see x minus 0 is h.
Yes.
This
Yes,
language
sir.
only it will talk.
Hmm.
So this is h square, this is h cube. Now what I have
Yes.
done, I have just shifted this 0 to a. All right,
Yes,
that
sir.
much I have done. Huh?
Yes,
So
sir.
it means
Yes, sir.
this x minus a, x minus a should be your h.
Yes.
I hope it is clear now.
Yes, sir.
And our derivative, we
Yes,
are
sir.
taking it around a only. Our derivative will be around a only, na? Because only that point we know.
Yes. Yes, sir.
हाँ, थोड़ा भी information यदि है तो
Yes.
that is the information is I mean the information is available of that point only. That is the only point whose
Yes.
little bit information we have. That yes, this is the value at this point. Okay, so function
Hmm.
is having this value at this point. That's all.
Hmm.
Otherwise, we are in build. I mean, in jungle, we don't know anything
Yes.
about other points, isn't it? What is their value?
Yes.
We don't know anything as we go away from the center. So I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
All of you understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Above f of a plus h, f a plus f dash a, and then why we had not written a plus s there?
Where?
But in second one, f of a plus h, f of a plus f dash a into h plus
H
a.
plus A. Why plus A?
Sir, I had doubt there only.
अरे अभी तो समझाया. चलो दोबारा लिखते हैं भाई. इसको हम लिखते हैं F. अच्छा, मैं तुमको किसको डाउट है? Who is having doubt?
Sir, I Kunal.
Kunal, you call me after this class, right after this class. Okay? बाकी को जिसको समझ में आ गया, किस को समझ में आ गया? Mostly you understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anybody who couldn't understand can call me right after this class. Okay. So, I am going to actually talk about one thing, and that is that we have learned this Taylor series. What is the use of this Taylor series? All right. I give
Yes,
a
sir.
very real example. Okay, where you use daily Taylor series.
For limits.
All of you use calculators.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Every day you use.
No, sir.
No, sir.
I mean,
जब जरूरत
every time,
पड़ती
whenever calculations you are doing, cos x, sin x, all these things, e to the power x, all these things come into the picture. You
Yes.
definitely must be trying to, inserting those values and trying to find out values of those functions. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
But how does calculator work? Calculator understands only one thing. You just give that what is the value of cos 5 and it gives you instantly. How does it do it? It can do multiplication easily. It can do subtraction or addition easily. Okay, subtraction and addition are both the same things. So addition and multiplication it can do easily. Now, if, for example, cos x, if I can express it like 1 minus x square by factorial 2 and so on and so forth. So what is to be calculated over here? X to the power means multiplication, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Division is also multiplication, isn't it? Multiply by 1 by something, that is multiplication only. Okay, and You have to just add and subtract. So just put that value. When you put that value 5, it just calculate 1 minus 5 into 5 by 2 plus 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 by 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and so on and so forth. And it gives you the value. Isn't it fascinating?
Yes, sir.
So in Taylor series, your calculator, nothing but this Taylor series coming into the picture. This is being used, and you must be thinking that what exactly the calculator is doing. Calculator is using this particular thing, this series, because it is pretty easy to calculate using this. Now, calculator does it really fast. You cannot do multiplication that fast as
Calculator. Yes, sir.
addition or multiplication, isn't it? Or for large numbers, it can do very fast. So that is,
Calculator use Taylor series.
yes, calculator use Taylor series.
So what about modern calculators?
Yes, modern calculator I am talking about. I'm not talking about ancient calculator.
Every kind of calculator.
Every kind of calculator. I'm talking about that. Okay. By the way, this Taylor series was discovered in 1750 by a person named Brooke Taylor. Right? Another example I am going to give, another real life example where it is used, or there, in many areas it is used. It is not limited to what I am saying, but I am just giving just two. So you will be learning numerical methods in your next year, right? In your third semester. And there, actually, there this Taylor series is used extensively. What happens? That if I am having a physical phenomena. Now, physical phenomena itself has no meaning unless it is quantified, unless it is modeled. For example, Newton found out gravitational law of gravitation, but he gave a formula that how this gravitation depends on masses, on distances, etc., right? So it just gives you a quantitative or a mathematical model of this gravitational force, how it is working. In other words, that every physical phenomena, okay, whatever you are learning is nothing but physics. In your engineering also you are learning that those things only, right? What you are doing, you are modeling it with mathematical models, isn't it? You model it with mathematical models. Now when you model it with these mathematical models, you get partial differential equations. Have you heard about differential equations?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
For
sir.
example,
Yes, sir.
can you give an example of differential equation? You might have learned about simple harmonic motion. Simple harmonic motion, there you might
Yes,
have
sir.
obtained
Yes,
one
sir.
differential, second order differential equation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. D square
Second
x
order.
by dt square plus
Right.
omega square
Minus omega
x
square. बराबर थी.
equals to 0.
Not minus, plus omega is square x.
Plus only.
So anyways, so that kind of differential equation you might have got. So you get partial differential equation. Now, partial differential equation means function may depend on more than one variable. So you get partial differential equations. Now, these differential equations cannot be solved with pen and pencil. They are so complex sometimes, very complex problems. Then what we need to do? You need to invoke Taylor series to solve them. Okay, we will learn about those in third semester, numerical methods, that how things can be done numerically, not analytically the way we have done so far or we are doing so far. So there also it can be used. So I mean, it has vast applications. And one thing you must always remember, that many of the things which we have learned in mathematics or physics or chemistry, they are actually being used. Mathematics, you must be thinking that, oh, it is just like we have to pass the exam. No. They are used. They are used, and they are used in daily life, which we do not even bother to think about. Which we do not even bother to think about. These all things are used in your gadgets. So I hope you understood what Taylor series is.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The Taylor
so
series is
tomorrow-
not. Sir, Taylor series is not in the first semester.
It is there in the first semester, I guess.
In module 1 it is
sent
written.
It is there.
Okay, sir.
I think it is there.
Yes, sir, it is there, sir.
It is there, na?
Yes, sir. Taylor and McLaren both series are there.
McLaren is not a different series, right? McLaren series is
At
only a special case of
Taylor series.
Aha,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I think I had given you the syllabus, right? I can't see syllabus over here.
Yes, sir, you have given, sir.
Yes, sir.
Given, na? Let me check out. I might commit mistake also. Yes, this mathematics one, it is there. Module 1, function of one variable, successive differentiation, Leibniz theorem, and then expansion of function into Taylor's and Maclaurin series. All right. So it is very much there in your course. I think I had uploaded this syllabus in your classroom, Google Classroom.
Yes, sir. Module करके sir.
Module 1. Okay. So I hope you understood this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tomorrow shall we continue the class or shall we give the rest?
Sir, as you wish.
No, as you wish.
Continue the class.
Continue the class. Okay, then we shall be doing at the same time, 12:30.
Okay, sir.
All right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.